It's an advert. Hold on. I'll be starting in a minute. Let me just, shut up, advert. Let's just have a bit of, ungravity. Okay, I'm back in a minute. Then let go with I don't know the words. Hello, let me turn this down a little bit, it's a bit loud. Well, there we go. That should be a bit better. Been in a pretty Sonic Riders-y mood recently. I actually got Sonic Riders on the original Xbox yesterday and been playing through that properly for the first time. And not long ago I played through Zero Gravity properly for the first time. It's, I'm in a Sonic Riders kind of mood. Anyway, we're not animating a scene from Sonic Riders today. We're gonna do the, pretty cool, huh? Scene from, whatever it's called. What's the game called? Hello, by the way, I don't know if I said hello. Sonic Unleashed. Rise of gravity. We'll just let the song finish and then we'll get started. We are going to have to do a little bit of lip sync, but I chose this scene because he's looking down, because I can't be bothered to do lip sync. By the way my brain works better remaking animations, you can't hear the sounds, but you can hear the sounds if you do it another way, but my brain doesn't work as well that way. Whatever. So I chose this scene mainly because he's kind of looking down, so our lip sync doesn't have to be amazing because his mouth is obscured for a lot of it. Alright. Yeah. Right, cool. There is somebody, like, hedge trimming. Pretty much outside. Why is that happening? Alright, you're gonna be annoying, are you? Okay. Yeah, somebody hedge trimming pretty much outside my house, which is a bit annoying. Let's stick on our usual playlist. Where is it? This one. Right. Oh, yeah. That's not too loud, is it? Let's jump over here. Let's jump over here. Whoops, let's not do that. Hopefully you can see that. I did zoom it in a little bit, so it didn't show too much of the outside bits, but I might put that back, I don't know. I mean, how much do you want to see? Because I hear there's just an apply button, and like that's not really important. I think that's alright, like that in it. Because you can see everything over here, there's just an apply button over there. If I'm going to do anything, I'm just going to hit that and then hit apply. Hello, how are we doing today? How's that music? That's not too loud, is it? Nah, that's alright, that's alright. So let's get started. This is the scene we're doing. I'm going to have to do a bit of camera movement as well. This is the scene we're doing. We're also not going to have Chaos Emeralds in it. That bit. I'm mainly excited for that bit. That bit right there. Boom. That bit's going to be really fun to do. With his foot and everything. But I chose the scene mainly because you can't really, we don't really have to worry about lip sync that much. Oh, I need to open up the stream back this end so I can see chat. What a silly guy I am. Alright. Yes, good. Okay, sick. Let's just get started. I'm gonna jump on the rig. I haven't actually done an animation since the last stream. So, maybe a little bit out of practice, but, well. So, I mean, we can't really see his bodies, but in fact, should we do the camera animation first? That might make more sense. So the camera kind of starts, kind of like, something like that. Although you can see his entire head, so we need to come down, maybe point up a bit more, like that. Actually, we can just zoom out on the camera a bit. Maybe put that to 40. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And does it move in this first bit? No, it doesn't move. So the camera stays completely stationary until here. And then it stops there, and we can see the whole body. Something. Whoops. We can get away cheating that if we just swang that down to 30. Bosh! Alright. Boom. Yeah, okay. That's alright. What the hell is this music? Oh, it's from 3D Blast. Why are you here? Leave. Okay. Bam, bam. And then what I'm also going to do is rotate this in a manner that I can see it as well. From here. Because what I could do, to do like the proper lip sync, I'd pull one down here and make that a, where is it? Video sequencer. And then we can have sound there and do lip sync that way. That's a lot of faff, and my brain works better just having it here where I can move this thing around and scale it to get exactly what I want. But I'm not going to. Sega should hire you. I mean, I'm literally... What I'm doing right now takes no talent. I'm essentially just copying what somebody else has done. I also want to go to the camera settings real quick. Where is it? That. Turn that down a little bit so when we're here we can still see these other rig controls and we can grab them. Right. So he's kind of, I assume he's just stood up normally. He's looking up that way a little bit. Rotate him round. He's leaning that way a little bit. He's something kind of, I always find I'm leaning back too far. But he's looking up over that way. So do what we did before, where actually, maybe I do this a slightly different way. Now I do it this way. Where we just scan through it and look for like key poses. Probably about their own employees. Their own employees working on Sonic Forces. We'll just rig that around like that, and then his arm's kind of down, but I mean he's catching the Chaos Emeralds, but because we don't have the Chaos Emeralds, I might just spin that back round. He's actually walking forwards a little bit, so that's going to be a bit of a difficulty as well that I didn't take into account. But you're not going to see the legs, so we can just kind of cheat it by moving his entire body up and down as he's going along. Move it up a little bit so we can have a bit of a bend. Because we're using IK right now, Inverse Kinematics, for this, which means these whole things move. Like, I'll move this and it'll move his arm as well. There's actually a little switch somewhere on one of these here. IK and FK. If I was to put it to FK, I could use this, not that one. I could use this one, where you actually like, oh, I can still use it. Oh, okay, I can't use that one. But it's where you basically drag round. You work from the top down. This is working from the bottom up. That works from the top down. If that makes sense. I'm trying to make sense. Alright. I love this song. Well, I want to quickly grab his hands as well, and probably just stick them into relax, both of them. Because I say him relax most of the time. And then where's the other relax? That one. There. Using those little things I made the other day. Alright. Okay, so we can see he kind of glides along until he reaches about there. So what I can actually do is grab one of his bases. I'm just going to grab this one. And we're just going to grab him along the y-axis. Pull him that way a little bit. Right, and we're going to go in the middle. And maybe we'll rise up on the Z. Just a smidge. So it looks kind of like he's taking a step. Not really, though. Also, now the camera's in the wrong place. I hate life. About there. And we'll duplicate that to replace that one. And then he still moves forward a little bit, but that's fine, because I want to go back into pose mode on him. I mean, we can actually cheat this a little bit, and what we'll do is we'll just move that arm back, like that. There is somebody, there's somebody head trimming, if you can hear that, I apologise. Move that arm forwards, like that. I mean, we're just cheating this little walk bit at the moment. That looks awful. This arm's gonna have to come forwards a bit more then, I think, to start with. We'll go back and we'll grab his legs. Let's say this leg, it will be slightly more forward to start with. This leg will be slightly more back. And we don't have to do this properly because you're not going to see it. They just need to essentially swap spaces. That needs to come up and just rotate. I mean, you can't really see it, but that's alright for this. And then he takes another little step forward. But less than one, he reaches it about there. Alright. I'm also going to move him on the X slightly as well, because nobody takes a perfectly forwardly step forwards. And we just say we did oh, that's a bit far on the X then, I think. Hold on. It's like that. And we're also going to go back in the middle and rise him. That looks stupid. Do something a bit like that. That also looks stupid. Drag that out a little bit. Okay, that's alright. I realise I've been neglecting his body as well. Here, let's say he looks up a little bit as well. Something kind of like that. Perfect. Yeah. I mean, that's fine, because you're not really going to see it, right? Maybe here he's looking a little bit up more. Something like that. I mean, we're not trying to do a one-to-one copy, and also we're gonna have to swap the legs over again. So here That goes back. Here. That goes forwards. In the middle, that rises up a little bit. And rotates down. You're not really going to see the knee, are you? No, we don't need to worry about the knee issues. Okay, that's a bit of an extreme leg movement. Grab Y. Pull it back a little bit. Also, I think I raise it a bit higher on the Z. Yeah, I definitely move it too high on the Z. Actually, what we could do is here, just put them back to their default positions. That's better, I think, because we're only going to see this bit. Yeah. And we need to swap their arms around then. That comes round, that comes down. Out a little bit. Forwards. That one comes back a little bit like that. I mean, from the outside, it looks like that and it looks stupid, but when you're here, it should hopefully look a little bit better. That's better enough. That's better enough for me. Maybe I would like that to be slightly that way a bit more, though. I just realised here, I didn't actually move his arm. I want to bend it round. So it makes slightly more sense. And here, he's kind of leant forwards a little bit and the other way, while still looking up that way. So we'll grab his hips and we'll spin them around a little bit. We'll grab his hips again, his hip control. We'll spin him around that way a little bit. We'll look him down there, we'll look him up there, we'll look him up there. We'll right his head back into there, kind of match, like something like kind of like that. Yeah, you see that's now overextended that a bit, so here we'll have to bring that down. That looks wooden as hell, boy. Alright, delete that. Okay, I didn't leave. What bit is making that? Is that the hip? Let me space that out a little bit. So that's a little more natural. What we could actually do as well to hide a bit more of our issue is we could do what the thing doesn't and pull the camera in slightly. Whoops. Like that. And then put that there. And then we'll just slowly, very slowly move it in, maybe something like that. Right, so you can only see it's moving. That's better I think, because that kind of hides how stiff and wooden it is, I think. Which is what we want, because we want to do less work, work smarter, not harder. Also, I think here maybe we turn those ones a bit too far. Give me your, what one's just your base hips, those ones. I turned that too far, definitely. Doodaloo. Here, maybe you want to grab these arms. Oh, okay, no, those arms are there on the last frame 4. I'm done. Alright. And then by here, okay, here is our next one. So he's kind of basically just assumed an original position. So we'll just return these to their base rotations. And then maybe he's like leaning forwards a little bit and down a little bit. Whoops, that's an arm. Like that, and his head is down there. How does he get there? Does he look anywhere else or just straight down? He looks straight down. No, that looks okay. Grab that way as well. Okay, that looks better, I think. Does it? Does it? Down a little bit more. Do. Yeah. And then by this point, his hands are essentially just straight downwards. Do. So yeah, again, with the other one, this is not like the quickest, the easiest, or probably even, well, definitely not the best way to do this. But that's how I'm doing it. Get in the bin. I can actually put this back over here. I turn that so the house would be that one. We can put that back there and see how it looks when it'll be lit. Or should be like that. We could have it lit that way or that way. I think that way looks better. Actually, that might be better because that's more bright, so we can just see this whole thing now. Let's just go to that and just turn it to like a grey. Like a dark grey. Or black. No. Something like that. Just so it's easier to understand how it's going to look as the finished product. Sorry, just woke up. That's absolutely fine. This is awesome. Thank you. This, I mean, if you look at it from that angle, it doesn't look really good at all. But obviously, this is still the early stage. We're just kind of marking out the key poses at the moment. I don't like the arm actually being that straight down, actually. I'd like to raise that a little bit. Same with that one. Maybe even pull his arm out like that way a little bit. We can have that in there, though. Like, it makes you look like from Sonic 4. Well, I do that because, one, I quite like how it looks, and two, it's quicker to render. Oh no, that goes down and then back up. That looks awful. Alright, give me your hand. Basically, you, keyframe, you're going up a little bit. There. Actually, he brings it out. He's bringing it forwards a little bit there, isn't he? Do. Then he starts moving it a little bit before. Actually, that's fine there, I think. So here, basically, his body, I mean, I don't think it's actually twisted at the base at all. Maybe it has a little bit. So we can just that around like that. I was trying to go out the right ones because this is quite a busy rig. He's looking down a little bit and kind of over there. He looks down a little bit more first. I don't like how quickly he stops. I think that's because I don't have any arm movement though. So this arm essentially just comes out a bit more like that. Do. Oh, I've heard it. What is this song? I've heard it before. Oh, it's Bullet Station. Yeah, that's why I've heard it, because I hate Bullet Station. By this point, this arm is essentially... we can do the rotation in a minute, but that's come up more so it's in sight. Something kind of like that. Also, I realised I've completely forgotten to sort out the arms. And then that's around like that. Down like that. And then back to regular position. Do, nah. And this arm, what is it doing? It comes out, it goes like kind of round and then up and in a little bit. Which means we're gonna need to grab your little thing. Give me your thing, give me a handle. That comes down, but not for a while, so we'll stick it to there. Roughly. Exactly. By this point, that hand is actually entirely open. That's his right hand. So we're going to select all that. We're going to keep it relaxed until here. And then, by the time the camera pulls out, that is completely open. Which actually would just be its original position. Do I have one saved for the right hand? I got one for the left hand. But I don't save one for the right hand. Okay. We're going to have to do it this way then. And try to grab as little as possible. Outside of it, like his mouth. We don't want to grab that. We don't want to grab that. Well, okay, we've just grabbed everything. It kind of annoys me there's not a section made just for the hand. I guess I can make one. I'm just going to originate the art. That's fine. Actually, here his hand is slightly closed a little bit more. So what I can do is this cheeky little thing, right? We're going to R and G that for that hand. Here, we're going to tell it to have his left hand in a fist. So rather than making this, right, I'm going to do a cheeky little shortcut. Make his left hand into a fist. And then we'll get the keyframes in the middle for the hand when it's just closed a little bit more. Okay, I did that completely wrong. This one I wanted to say relaxed. That one's fist. Here. But I don't want it to be a complete fist, so we'll go here to where it's closed a little bit more. We'll grab that. And we just put it there. So hopefully his hands... Okay, well they're saying a fist. That's fine, they can go a fist if they want. They go a fist. I can't go up to sort out that issue, so now they're a fist, but I don't think it looks too out of place. No. Ba-da-ba-da. Alright, let's get back to doing his body. So that way is when he's fully looking that way. These bits are kind of saying the same. He's fully looking that way now, almost like that. These bits, maybe they rotate a little bit more. Like that. Alright, and now we're going to have to get to quicker frames. So here, basically we want to match up his entire position. I should have probably done this beforehand. Because now it's going to look slightly off, but we can just grab it, or drag it back. That foot is rotated pretty much that way. His actual hips, sorry, they're down a little bit, kind of like that. We can actually put them there. So he goes there before it pulls out. And then this foot here, pointing that way a little bit. And we'll drag it backwards a little bit to get rid of that bending. I don't really want this one to bend. Or maybe we'll do it forwards or backwards. Maybe out that way a little bit. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Da. Alright. Round. Up. Something like that. Maybe, kinda. Du-du-du-du-du. You can come down. Actually, before that, you can go out there. Do 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 do. Now that camera's in the wrong place. What joy! All right. Maybe we can actually just pull that to 25. Maybe. and then up a little bit. There, that's better, isn't it? Actually, he's more on the left of the frame as well, so we can actually... Whoops, I hit the M. Something like that, right? That's better. Do 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 do. Actually, by this point, I know that's completely out there, but I'd like that hand to regain its relaxed position. That's his right hand. There. Do 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 do. How's his arm there? It's kind of downwards a little bit. Okay, these hands basically need to go that way a little bit because they're causing a bit of an issue. Let's go to see how the animators do their job. My side, I don't Cinema 4D. Yeah, I mean, I'm essentially just copying this and I'm doing pretty much everything wrong. This is not, this is not how you do this, really, at all. Obviously, I'm not worried about lip sync right now. Obviously, I'd open up the window there and do that if I cared. But I don't. I'd like to maybe bring that down and that up. There. I mean, it looks a little bit wooden, like he's going from pose to pose, which he essentially is. Because I'm essentially animating using pose to pose. That little bit there, probably the best bit, I think. But we can iron out issues as we come across them. Here, we'll just bring these up and out a little bit more. Also, I've forgotten to move his body entirely. I've just realised. He's leaning forwards. Kind of like that. Everyone has the way as long as it works is good. Yeah, I mean, I'd do this differently if I wasn't essentially just copying another animation. If I was doing it from scratch, I'd have the window up there and do it properly. But I'm not doing that, so... that's why maybe step forward a little bit more there. Also, I'm literally just using the keyframes over here for the hand joints. I'm not doing anything special. I mean, I feel like maybe... When was the last time you were done? There. When was the last time you were done? There. Alright, we'll go there as well and make you relax. You're the left hand. And then what we'll do is we'll do a little... Essentially a little cheat. And we'll just make that be... These both be fists by here. Where my fists live? There's one fist. Where's my other fist? There. That's not really how it is. I'm deviating a little bit, but that's alright. Alright, excited for the feet time now. Feet time now. I'd like to grab you. No, just that, please. Thank you. Pull it that way. Grab you. Just that one. Want that one. There you go. Put it out that way a little bit. Alright. I really hate my fists. I had to kind of make them by hand. They look kind of trash. That's not how a fist looks. But it's alright, because he's about to move his hand anyway, so you're not really going to see. Because I like to have... When he's got his hands on his hips, I like to have it be a fist more. Maybe I would like that to stay actually relaxed. Do 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 do. Be relaxed. Be relaxed. Just stay in that same position. Looks a little bit odd, but that's fine. Whoops, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong thing, because I'm on the wrong thing. Layer. Oops, that's on it. Literally. Oh, balls. We all have time to learn the basics afterwards, spending our money. Yeah. Okay, there's actually another frame just there, so I can get rid of that. And I also want to get rid of that one. Right. Say goodbye, just like my diamond in the sky. Okay, foot time, people, foot time. Here we go. We're just gonna save those keyframes there before he moves them. Alright, let's see that as our first proper important frame. So he kind of, he's gone down. He might have gone that way a little bit. I want to bend that so that's less aggressive. Whatever it is, I'd like to go. And we can bring that. Whoopsies. Well, actually more that way, but that goes into him. So I can do it this way. Oh yeah, I don't have another keyframe there. I'd like to. You. What frame is it you start moving on? That one. So I duplicate your position until there. Actually, maybe I'd like to actually raise you up a little bit for that bit. I never thought I want to try if I don't have a PC. Don't have an answer for you there. There's probably something somewhere. Alright, is these where I saved his hands last? Because this is where I want to save them again if I haven't. If not, they're just there twice now. Alright, so by this point I want his left hand to be a fist, which is this one. And I want his right hand to be a point, which is that one. So we need to actually move his body now. He's kind of hunched over a little bit more, but also leaned back a little bit more. Something like that. What's his head doing? He's still looking down that way. And then at this point, his arm is actually facing down. Well, like that. Yep, and we want to grab the U. Pull you up. And we want to grab you, see what you're doing. You're just kind of downwards. Like that. I'm actually just back to here so it's easier to see what's actually happening. Do 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 do. I would like to see if I can bring his body down a little bit more. Just to accentuate it a little bit. And then by this point, he's back to his essentially original position, all these, and then we can sort them out. Right. He's kind of leaned to that way slightly. His actual hips, they're kind of around that way. He's kind of facing that way. Oh, I missed one here to set as an original, I think, because that doesn't look right. What one have I missed? Oh, I think I might have to. No. Oh, it's this arm going through that's causing my brain to be confused. I was like, why is it that strange position? It's his arm. He's actually leaned back slightly as well. Maybe not that much. Do 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 do. And then basically we lean all these back. And he's actually looking this way slightly. Whilst his head is looking that way. His foot is essentially back in its default position. Maybe I'd like to pull you down a little bit so that doesn't look quite so odd. His actual foot here does move slightly. Also there. Can we get more sole facing the camera? Nice, right. Hand round that way. And on the hip. Do 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 do. We can sort that out properly in a second. I just want to kind of line it up. Like that, and then you need to come out. Do it this way. There. I'm gonna need to go here and sort out your thing. There. Now you pull it back. And up. Yeah, that looks a little bit better, I think. And by here, he's kind of pointing up. I mean, I don't have the thumb poking out, but that's alright. You are down. And he does a little rock as well. It was cool to see you animated. I tried to help you on Twitter, but it's no longer relevant, so it doesn't matter. I can't stay longer. I might come back next time. Fred's guy out. Oh, I think I remember you. That's just clicked in my brain. That needs to be like one frame that way, I think. Actually, he's more up. Kind of like that. Right, this is just for a little... And he's kind of back down like that. I would like to get his arm. Wrong one. Bring that round and bring that in a bit more to his body. So it looks like he swings it round. Which is what we want. But also like that to not be intersecting with that. Right. I still think we should actually move him down a little bit more here. I know it's less accurate, but I want it to look as like duh as possible. That comes up. You here, actually, the original position. You there, come right the way up. You there, the original position. I just want it to look more impressive. Whoops. That looks a little bit better, I think. It does actually come forwards a little bit more. No, grab his. Where is his hip? There. Let's just over accentuate this. Also there, rotate him around a bit more as well. Do 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 do. Alright, grab his arm. This one. Maybe we will pull that all the way out there. And back in there. It's alright. And then we'll just make him look back a little bit and round. And we'll just move these body bits ever so slightly. Like that. Maybe here we can actually do a little bit of like a rebound, so he comes down more there, up more there. That looks stupid. Extend that out a little bit. That's too low, I think, is the issue. Does that look good? I think it looks alright. We need to add a little bit of jiggle to this arm as well, though. Yeah. Alright. Let's get on to doing the mouth. I don't know if these will work. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Just stick him as a smile pretty much the whole time. So... until there. Now he's going, yeah. Now, is my... yeah. What is it? Yeah. Yeah. Is that working? It is. Okay, why has the music stopped? Yes, I'm continue watching, listening, watching. Yeah. Where's my... yeah. And then go back to a smile. Yeah. And then I can't really see what he's doing here. So essentially, we're just gonna have to try and kind of match us up. He's doing an ooh. He's gone more of an ah. But it's alright, because he's not really looking, so we don't really need to worry that much. Maybe to like an E here. To like a, let's say, grin. To more of a... We can E. Me. Smile. And then we'll keep that smile to there. He needs to grab his opening of his mouth. Needs to stay closed until there, where he goes open. And it closes a little bit. Right. Alright. That's not so bad. Now, sir, where are your... And keep his mouse side on that the entire time. The mouse switch can stay there. Where is his, eyelids here? They're open. Rip. And when do they even close at all? Ah, my thumb was not working. Hello. I think we're back. That's not what I wanted to do. I want that to be over there. Oh, no, I'm not showing that. Also, this song is cursed. Get rid of it. Yeah, there we go. There's my sound. My computer blue screens. I don't know why. But it saved pretty much everything. I forgot I could do his breathing. I was doing his eyelids, wasn't I? And then it crashed, so... I don't know what caused the crash. All I know is it crashed. So I think it's back. Right. Yeah, that's working. I've got sound, don't I? Oh wait, that music should be really loud because it didn't save that setting. Hold on. There we go. Okay. What's this, by the way, as well? What are you? I never tested that. It's working, yeah, now? Oh no, it says no data. What is happening? Alright, we're killing the music. Excellent connection. Okay, it's a little bit eerie and quiet now, but that's working now, I think. I don't like how quiet it is. It's weird. Your music destroyed your animation. Literally, my computer blue screen. I don't know why that happened. So hopefully, this is why you always save as you go. But the stream kit was still running. When it blue screened, like I could just jump back in. So that was quite strange. Put that back in. Whoops, that's not meant to do. What is it? I've forgotten everything. What's the shortcut to get something to go back? It's Alt G and Alt R, isn't it? Okay, there we go. It wasn't working. Now it is. Let's want to actually be looking down that way a little bit more until he looks back there. Here he's looking down, and here he's looking up. There. It's amazing how much just the eyes make it come to life, isn't it? If you know what it looks like this. When rendered. Uh-oh. Don't say that's going to stop you now, because you were running fine earlier. Oh my god. Okay, well, we can never look at that. Oh, that's what it looks like without the cell shading. Next, what I'm going to do, I think... why can I not see... Why can I not... Oh, because I'm in that mode. I was freaking out then. We can do a bit of squash and stretch on the head. Right, maybe when he's looking around, we want to add a little bit there. Bup, 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 bup. Bup, 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 bup. So we got those both sides, and then here, just bring it down a little. Arg. Okay, excellent connection. It keeps going from excellent connection to no data, so I'm just going to try and finish this up real quick. Before my entire life explodes. Where's my mouse? There. I mean, the last thing I think I need to do is just the quills. So that's on. Is that on that one? I think. Yeah. Again, as I've said with pretty much this entire animation, this is not the way to do this. What I'm going to be doing, I'm just going to move them as a whole, which is not the best way to do it. At all. Whoops. Maybe just bring it down a little bit. I'm trying to look at the original for reference. We'll come down and then like round a little bit. Rotate and grab to here. Actually, this way, it's flick round that way. A lot. Because he's looking round. And this way, it's flick round that way a lot. And then here, it's flipped out that way, and I guess round that way a little bit. Check that out to about there. Maybe even pull it in a little bit. Whoops. Like that. Pull it in a little bit. I'ma keep going anyway. Yeah. That's actually alright like that, but then we're gonna grab these end bits here. Not you. So all of them. The top one as well. That's all of them. Right. You reach your position there and there. Reach your position there and there. Right, we'll even keep your reach position there and there. Here, I want to swing it around a little bit. Like that. Maybe a little bit more there. And then a lot there. We're going to bring that round. Until we get to there. We're going to bring that to there. Not in his hand, though. In fact, just reset your position and then we'll bring you round like that. Something like that. And when he's bending down, we'll actually lift it up. Up a little bit. A little bit. Yeah. So what I'll do now is I'll go to the camera. That says no data again. Great. I'll go to where the camera, which is there, and we'll go to viewport display, and we'll... No, that's the wrong one. What am I looking for? Oh, this one. And we'll put that past 100%. And that's what it looks like. What I'll do now is I'll end the stream and get it rendered out. Alright? We're done. We're done. We're done. Alright? That's the end of the stream. It was going well, and then my computer blue screened, and it was a disaster. But that's the end of the stream now. Goodbye! I was going to put an end screen, but screw it. Goodbye.